Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Below the Crown. This is a game that's coming to Steam's Early Access program on November 10th, 2025. I am playing this about a week prior, so everything that you're about to see is subject to change. This is a pre-early access build. There is a demo as of the date and time of this recording, so you can try the game out if you want to check it out before you buy it when it does release. So, what is Below the Crown? Well, it is a chess puzzle board game kind of thing. It's a roguelike. If you've ever played a chess roguelike, you'll know that there's a lot of different piece variations and different mechanics that you may not see in a regular chess game. Well, this game does that as well. And it's brought to you by the same people who did Duskers. Duskers was an amazing game that I'm still terrible at. I love the survival mechanics, and you're controlling little robots exploring various ships. I love Duskers, but I'm really bad at it. You even have to type in the programming. Anyway, back to this game, Below the Crown. So, as I said, this is another one of those chess puzzle games, roguelike games. And you start off by choosing a wizard, and different wizards have different abilities and spells. You'll be unlocking more as you play. There is a progression system in the sense that, as you get gold, you can unlock new things in your castle. You'll be unlocking new characters and stuff, and seeing new pieces that you've never seen before. Different ways of behaving, like the prince, for example, not a regular chess piece, but he moves kind of like the king. So the idea is this: you're going to move the king, or just move a piece, I should say. Just pick a piece to move, one of your pieces, and then you're going to optionally spawn a piece using one of your cards. And the pieces that you have is determined by, what you've decided to bring with you. There's different, choices during setup. But anyway, you can spawn a rook or a bishop, for example, but it has to be within the sight of the king piece, and you cannot spawn it next to the king either. However, there are upgrades that you get later that let you break some of those rules. So ideally what you're trying to do is you're trying to either checkmate the enemy king, or you're trying to capture all of your opponent's pieces to end the game. And typically you want to do that as quickly as possible, because on some levels I saw that there's a timer on the coins that are sitting out there. So the longer you take, the less coins that you get and you earn. And as you beat levels, you'll be able to draft various things. Would you like a slime spell, for example, or a freeze spell? You can take a spell and you can sort of give yourself an extra oomph or a boost that way. But this game behaves very similar to chess, in that all pieces that you would normally see in chess move the same way. Rooks move up, down, left, and right as many spaces as they want. Bishops move diagonally as many spaces as they want. And it's up to you to, when you're spawning your pieces, to figure out how you can pin the enemy king, or maybe fork the pieces, meaning you're attacking more than one piece at once. I grew up playing chess, several tournaments and all that crap, so I'm very familiar with chess. This game did not take me long at all to get used to. And the graphics and the art style, I'm kind of digging it. I like it. It reminds me of the whole Duskers feel with the old-timey graphics anyway. So yeah, I had a good time with this one. I did encounter a bug later on. You'll see it when I was typing in my name to, I guess, memorate a card. I beat the first stage, I guess, including the boss, and it told me to pick my favorite MVP card and type in a name. Well, I typed in my name. I was trying to type in capital DGA. The G was forced lowercase. I've seen this bug in other games too, where you can capitalize the first letter and the third letter, but not the second letter for some reason. It's weird. Anyway, just a small bug there. But everything else, this being a pre-early access build, seemed to be, pretty well done. Not all of the features were introduced yet, but I enjoyed the puzzle element to this. A lot of it was spatial, in the sense that when you move your king, yeah, there's a reason to deny your opponent by moving your king in certain places. But at the same time, like I said, in order to spawn a piece, your king has to be able to see it within line of sight, orthogonal or diagonal. So you may want to move your king here, but you need to move him here so that you can spawn the rook that you need, on the space that you need to spawn him in. So there is an extra level of tactical awareness that way. It reminds me of Crazy House and Bug House, which were two chess variants that I really enjoy playing. And then you get these weird psychological questions. I don't know what the purpose of these are yet, but one asked me about my anxiety levels and to put them on a chart. It was weird. So I'm sure that'll come to bite me later on. And if people in white coats show up at my house, then I'll know what did it. But anyway, yeah, this isn't a bad game. Challenges, again, other unlockables as you go. So give this game a look. Check out the demo at the very least. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Take care.